Moreno is a former national security and Department of Justice prosecutor. Laura Barone-Lopez is national political reporter for Politico. Okay, so let's say, Joe, that Rudy Giuliani doesn't comply with the subpoena, as the first time he said he wouldn't, right? If he doesn't comply with the subpoena, then Democrats go to court. Is this whole thing moved along more quickly at all because this is an impeachment inquiry, or not so much?
It'll help, but at the end of the day, and I know this is really frustrating to everybody, the process is slow. Congress will get this information from Rudy Giuliani. I can imagine the argument he'll make. It's not going to be successful. He's not going to be able to assert legal privilege here. At the end of the day, though, if Congress wants this information and Rudy puts up a struggle and the president puts up a struggle, it will go to the courts and it will take time. Being able to say there's an active impeachment inquiry is helpful. At the end of the day, though, there's no fast-tracking this.
So what does Congress do with that, Laura?
Well, it still is unclear whether or not Congressman Schiff wants to entirely subpoena Giuliani because they don't want, whether it's to testify, because they don't want another Lewandowski show. But they can also get the information by going straight to the State Department as opposed to potentially just going after Giuliani, because if whatever his involvement was, they could go other routes to get those documents.
Because they don't necessarily want another circus, right?
Right.
With Lewandowski. That didn't look so great for them. Okay, so right now the president's response has been to go on attack, right? He's threatened the whistleblower, and any other president would know that you're sort of hands-off in a situation like this, Joseph. So what are the ramifications of this?
I could almost see the way the whistleblower, the entire process plays out, almost as critical as the underlying offense here, because we tell people all the time, don't leak. There's a right way to raise concerns. The whistleblower did that. It is exactly what we expect government employees to do. Use your chain of command, raise your concerns. If that person is outed, if that person is threatened, if that person is mistreated in any way, doesn't matter what the information is they brought forth. Doesn't matter if they have political biases. If they're mistreated, would be a travesty, and that goes against everything we stand for. So I think we have to really, really watch how this plays out.
And how are Democrats watching that, Laura? Are they worried that as this whistleblower testifies that perhaps he or she will not be protected?
Well, everything that we've heard from Congressman Schiff again is that they expect to hear from the whistleblower very soon, and that he is going to do everything that he possibly can to make sure that their identity is kept a secret. But we have known that in the past, when certain people come to testify before Congress in private sessions in order to keep those things secret, that there are leaks. Members of Congress are known to leak, and so I think that is definitely a fear that a number of Democrats have, which is for certain political reasons, some of their colleagues could leak the identity.
How is there the members of Congress who are behind closed doors talking to this whistleblower, Joseph, are they going to see the whistleblower? Is there any way to realistically shield the identity of this person from the members of this committee?
I mean, the safest way would be getting written questions and answers, which is not nearly as effective as live testimony, though, right? So if we want live testimony, yeah, there are ways you can camouflage the identity. You see it in trials in certain unusual circumstances where you kind of mask the identity, even the voice of the person that's testifying. So I assume, in a congressional hearing, you could do that behind closed doors. But at the end of the day, you're putting a lot of faith in the hands of the congressmen from both sides of the aisle that they will respect the privilege and respect the confidentiality of the whistleblower. It's tantamount. It's really, really important.
Joseph, Laura, thank you guys so much.